Hi Z's, book club time. Chapter 16, Plague in America. Fear, which the rat, more than most creatures, so impressively inspires, is a wild thing, and it can turn a man into an animal, direct him towards his basest impulses, his lowest nature. Scrappy, this is book club time. This is not sock donut time, okay? I mention this because as New York was considering its situation, repairing itself, rebuilding, reorganizing some of its civic functions, and rehabilitating itself on the whole, I was still thinking about rats and plague. Plague came to America at a time when it could have been prevented from spreading, but wasn't, because of fear. The very first plague case in the continental United States appeared on March 6, 1900, in San Francisco's Chinatown. By the Chinese calendar, 1900 was the year of the rat, and it was the same plague that had killed senators in ancient Rome, that had killed kings in medieval Europe. This time, though, scientists not only understood that it was transmitted via rats, but had even discovered methods to combat the spread of the disease. Fear kept them from utilizing that knowledge, fear on the part of the city's business interests, fear that in turn inspired fear in the poorest parts of the city, which were most susceptible to disease and its ramifications. The plague that arrived in San Francisco was part of the third plague pandemic that broke out in China in 1850. What is up with China, dude? Alright. Alexandre Yersin, a French microbiologist, identified the plague bacillus that was eventually named for him, Yersinia pestis, in 1894. Yersin worked with Louis Pasteur at Pasteur Institute in Paris. Yersin had met Pasteur after Yersin had cut his finger while operating on a man who had been bitten by a wild dog. His finger still bleeding, Yersin ran immediately. And tune in next time to find out the next exciting bit about this book, Rats, by Robert Sullivan. Bye!